We're live.
It always
Hello,
opens
everyone.
with me saying, we're live, because no
I-
one else knows.
Why ruin the streak, Pagan?
True.
It's like people
Yeah.
like, we know you're live. We can see you.
PJ, I'd be like,
dumbass.
am I
But
frozen?
we don't.
PJ's
Or
frozen.
he's actually frozen.
Or he had a stroke.
Uh-huh.
One or the other.
I got you
No.
there.
I actually did for a second.
Nope.
I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
You saw the shake in my hand because I haven't had my first drink yet today, so he could tell. Oh, that's PJ shaking. He hasn't had anything to drink yet. It's
Yeah.
12 o'clock. He should though, but hey,
Hey, it's Tuesday.
But
It's
hey.
an off day.
what the hell? Everybody's here. Chris is here, and Hot Space is here, and Maria. There's Chris again, and Matt and Luke. Everybody, welcome to
all
Romper
in
Room.
game. And Steven Rounce.
Yes.
Welcome. We see.
Stark Evil Vash. What's up, buddy?
Hey, I know that name.
Yeah, man, we got a good crew here. It looks like.
Nice.
And we
Hot
got a good
Space gotta go to
trailer.
the dentist.
We got a
Oh,
crazy
we've got a
trailer.
great trailer.
I mean, we're literally gonna watch a trailer about
trailers?
movies, about trailers for a movie. Like it's, I don't know how meta we can get, but it's getting pretty meta in here.
Only Drew came up with this show. I mean, like, when I first met Drew, he was the kind of guy that would, there's nothing to do. He'd sit at his desk and go through trailers frame by frame,
I
a
had things to do.
frame at a time. Yeah, you had to go through your trailers.
I
So, of
did.
course, you would come up with an idea for a show for trailers. Let's talk about trailers.
Yes.
Yes.
Drew
Hello.
just wanted a
I
space
like
for him to
trailers.
nerd
I
out.
think a lot of people like trailers. Like they are like me. They're hidden trailer nerds. And
Oh, I love trailers. I just watch them instead of
Trailers
the
are
movie. I go, I don't need to see that movie now. I saw the
I
trailer.
know.
Yeah, I'm good.
I literally get anxiety attacks when we're like on our way to the movies because I'm like, we're gonna be late. We're gonna miss the.
Oh, you
trailers.
missed the trailers? I hate that.
Same.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can't.
miss trailers.
Yeah,
No.
I hate that almost as much as the people that go, I don't need to see the beginning of the movie, or like they're fined for coming in a few minutes late.
Yeah, I'm like,
No.
rude.
Yeah.
A good friend of
soon as
mine,
you
his
sit down,
baby
you're
mama
out.
would do that, and I'd be like, why fucking go? Why
Yeah.
go?
I like the ArcLight in LA. They after the movie starts, they won't let anybody in.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm pretty. I think they
But
have.
I gotta pee.
I know.
Gotta go. You should have gone for it. Take the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Bring a diaper. Cool.
The arc light's good, but they're too expensive. But I love those ones where they recline and they have waiters, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
love those.
I
The
love-
Sinopolis.
And then
Yeah,
that
the
unimaginative
Sinopolis.
username was like, next week you have to watch the video of you reacting to a trailer made up of people talking about trailers in the trailer. I'm like,
a good
you know
Sounds
what?
good to me.
That's
Yeah.
just meta enough for Drew to like it.
Pretty
Yes.
Watching a trailer and a trailer.
Yeah,
All right,
well,
what are we doing today,
much.
anyways?
Yeah, so Netflix dropped their 2022 movie preview. They did this last year with like a summer movie preview. It's a little bit less in scale, like obviously there's summer movies, but this sort of drops. I think Stephanie, you said there's like 80. They're dropping like 80 some odd movies, and I don't think all 80 are in here, but there's
Nice.
quite a
No.
few.
Just about.
When you watch this trailer, they've done something very interesting. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it yet, so I kind of want to watch it. But there's a lot of foresight put into this. Like Netflix definitely.
Foreskin? What?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
PJ just
Foresight.
in Valentine's mood, everybody. Don't
Um,
mind him.
He needs new headphones. So Netflix like put some thought into this. This was not something they were like, "Hey, we got a lot of footage. Let's put a 2022 like here's what's coming." No, this was planned for a long time, and it's actually really cool the way they executed this. And I think this is basically Netflix saying like, "Move over, everyone else. Like we're bringing not only these great like titles, but like they show some big stars in here. This isn't like."
I remember when it used to be, hey Luke, I remember when it used to be not that long ago when you had made an independent movie and they'd be like, straight to Netflix.
Right.
Like that was the bottom of the barrel when you got on Netflix. I mean, even when we did before we started comment, I was like, I don't want this to go straight to Netflix. And now it's like, oh my God, I hope I get on Netflix.
Dude, I mean, the
Yeah.
amount of star level that is like in this trailer is insane. Like,
And movies, just themselves.
yeah.
A few people in the chat haven't seen it yet.
Did you see
Sorry.
that commercial that John Haim did for
good.
Apple TV?
Yeah.
Going, that was
Yes.
kind of cute. That was kind of
That
cute.
was great.
No?
Yeah.
No John
I have
Hamm.
to watch that.
Oh yeah, you have to Google Apple TV John Hamm.
I
And
feel
It
like
was perfect for him. Is it
honestly-
Ham or Haim? Is it Ham?
I always thought
Like the
Ham.
meat?
Yeah.
John Ham.
Yeah.
Ham.
I'll have a ham and eggs,
No, that's
please.
just my accent. It's ham. Like ham.
Ham.
Like
ham.
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 Sake.
John Ham.
Ham.
Ham and
I
eggs.
do
Green
think
eggs
though,
and
like,
ham I am.
There could be a spin-off here where we're reacting to adverts or commercials.
Could be.
I would love
Oh,
it.
I'd love to do that one.
I
You don't
would
get
We'd
love to do
shit
that.
all. We
Yeah.
would shit all over that.
We would never get a sponsor
never
ever
get a
again
sponsor.
because
Yeah,
yeah.
we'd be so. I mean, we'd be like, we'd get a little too technical. Like, seriously, like, come on, cut out of that. Like, what are you doing here? And who
Yeah.
picked that fucking frame, that lens? Like, come on. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, okay, let's do this. Let's get this ball
Yeah,
going.
let's check out this Netflix
All right, let's do
2022 movie preview. It's gonna be good.
Oh wait, I'm getting a commercial in front of my trailer.
What? Rude.
You gotta
Well, you
download
gotta watch
it.
the ad because
Okay. Well, let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll press play.
Yes.
Don't, Pagan, stop telling me what to do.
that's literally her job.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
Turn my
I wasn't
phone
in
off.
leather, so he didn't listen.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Love me some leather.
We're getting real deep.
I'll just whip out my leather corset that I have stored just here. and I'll,
No,
Pagan's
I'll-
always
we're
teasing
not watching
me.
50 Shades.
She's always
guys.
teasing me. All right, I'm ready. Count it down.
All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1. Play.
It's loud.
Tonight is movie night.
Talking right to me.
Yes.
It is. It's all just star fuckery.
In here,
I mean,
is
I'm
the
okay
great
How many
big
stars
world.
can I show?
Is this a name drop of trailers?
Yeah. I know more
Hello.
famous people than
Go
you,
places
everybody.
your
There you
dreams
go.
Can't dream of.
Whoa, Jason
That's
Momoa.
an outfit.
Or see things that give you nightmares. Nightmares.
Man, they really made
Oh,
a
I don't want
commercial for
nightmares.
this.
Whoa.
Oh my god, Lindsay
Ah,
Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, Pinocchio.
This is cool.
In here, you
Yeah.
can make your escape.
Why does that look like a Nolan?
I already don't like you.
It probably is.
Right back at you, sunshine.
Hey, look at him.
Oh my god, that haircut.
Whoa, glowing
And
swords.
here,
I'm in.
mystery sparks
Wow.
extraordinary adventure.
The real mystery is why everyone's talking to them. I thought that was my thing.
Odd.
She's English?
Trailer. Yeah,
And
she's.
here, you never know where the road will take you.
When you walk on that court, you have to think I am the best guy out there. I don't care if LeBron's playing.
Digging the music.
In here, the party never stops.
Hey, Mark.
False. That's false. I got
Oh my
something to do in the
gosh.
morning, so it kind of does.
That's totally me. That's all.
I mean, look, everybody, everyone.
There are no celebrities left.
Feeling this?
Yeah.
You don't have to. I know it. I'm doing it for me. Okay.
Oh my God. Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Oh shit, that animation looks dope.
Whoa. That's pretty.
In here, you can make an incredible discovery.
I feel like a kid again. Want to see something cool?
Of course.
Man, they had to plan all of that.
I know, right?
And here is the great big world. And every night
And reveal.
is movie
The
night.
costumes, the hair, the makeup. I
Wow.
love this.
Wow, okay.
And then the big one.
Yes, I'm so freaking excited.
Knives Out too.
That's rad.
Listen. What? That was dope. Can we watch
Wow.
it again?
I mean, talk
I
about
don't
a
know if
mic
it's the
drop,
music, but
As a trailer,
Wow.
that was well done.
right?
that was great.
Wow.
What the fuck? That was,
Talk
I have
about
to say,
mic
like,
drop.
as a trailer, like, I'm actually not 100% on the fourth wall break with everybody, but the amount of, like, foresight that had to have taken for this
Right?
is insane. So I appreciate it. I'm usually not a big fan of, like, fourth wall breaks outside of, like, Scorsese films or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, interesting.
Ferris Bueller. Ferris Bueller is the only fourth
good
wall
one.
break I enjoyed.
That's true. That's true. They do well.
Well, the first season of Sex and the City had fourth wall breaking, but then they got rid of it. It was kind of weird.
I don't.
There's a couple,
Anyway, great
someone else
trailer.
does fourth wall breaking pretty well. I'm trying to.
There's a lot to break down in that trailer. There's a
Deadpool
lot, but
definitely
the
does
way
fourth
they,
wall break really well. Sorry.
they actually had them on set
Yeah.
talking about the trailer that's going to
Yeah.
come down. That was smart.
Like months.
That's
Like
so
I mean,
cool.
these have been filmed. Like there's like whole scenes that they've executed, and they're like, stop production. We have to film a promo.
Yeah.
And
Or-
if you don't, we're not giving you any more money to
Yeah,
finish
yeah.
your movie
Totally. Yeah. Like what?
because we're Netflix.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes.
that is insane. Like, I mean, props to the marketing department for like thinking that far ahead. I mean, that is pretty cool. I mean, some of it you're sort of thinking, did they do that on a green screen? Did they just bring in like a green screen prop and like made it work? somehow?
Logistically, it would be better to grab a couple minutes on set and do it.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they just brought in a B camera and
I'm
just
sure they did.
real fast did it as opposed to doing a green screen, bringing it in on their schedules, doing all that. But the logistics to plan for that.
Right.
Because if I'm running a set and Netflix is telling me, oh, I need half a day to run a commercial spot, I'd be like,
That's what it is.
but
That's
then I
all-
would
yeah,
say,
you're right.
then the person would hit me on the back of the head and go, they gave you the money. Oh, okay, I'll do it.
I think that part's probably done on set. Thank you so much, EJP, for the soup.
Thank you.
Somebody
Knives
gave
Out,
us
too.
soup.
Nice,
Somebody gave
buddy.
us
Thanks.
soup.
Knives Out
Thank
too,
you.
right?
Dude,
Talk about that
what a
mic
fucking
drop at the
reveal,
end.
man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah.
it was coming to Netflix. And that just made me really excited because I was like, oh, I'd have to see that in a theater, which I mean, I'm hoping that's
We
an
just
option.
watched it. We just watched it, the first one.
So great.
That's
really?
a great.
That's
It's a
good.
great movie.
It's good.
It's better than the girls thought it was going to be. Like, I had to
Yeah.
convince them to watch it. They were like really pissy. And I'm like, I'll turn it off. No, don't turn it off. Don't turn it off.
Yeah. I think that's you nailed it on the head. The movie's better than it has every right to be. Like it's actually like one of those movies you're like, I'm gonna watch this fun little like
Murder mystery. Who done it?
murder mystery thing, and then you're like, oh
Yeah.
my god, this is actually really good. Especially after Ryan Johnson, the somewhat dumpster fire that was The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Don't at me, Star Wars fans. I'm a Star Wars fan, but that
There's
that
a lot
movie
of
has
shitty
problems.
Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I haven't actually seen that one yet, so I don't fully know.
Yeah, but he
so.
really nailed it with.
I mean, really, did they ever get better than Empire Strikes Back? Like, I mean, did they
No,
ever beat that?
But they could one day, PJ. We are
That's what
hopeful.
everybody's waiting
us
for.
Fans,
Hopeful.
us fans are hopeful.
Maybe it should live on the TV world like it is doing right now.
Yeah, and doing well.
Maybe.
I mean, what do you guys have a standout? Like, what's a standout for you guys? Like, out of all those movies they dropped, is there one that you guys?
There was a
really-
lot.
One?
Yeah.
There was a
Just
lot
one?
that came out. Yeah.
Yeah, pick one.
The
Pick one.
animations look good. I think is there a Sea of Monsters or something? Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong. That looks dope. I thought that looked really cool. Big fan of Mila Kunis. We'll watch whatever she's in. So I thought that looked cool. Luckiest Girl Alive or Luckiest Girl in the World or something. And Lindsay Lohan is back. Like,
How
did
the
I just
hell did
flash back
they
to
get-
2003 or
How
something?
did they?
I know.
They must
She's
have
happy.
gone.
She's
way.
healthy. She's.
They had
love
to have
this.
some sort of favorite nations for her to get in there. I'm shocked that popped up. Yes, there was
Childhood
like
complete. Love it.
there was probably legal going. This show can only be on for so long. If this person's on, then only this person can be on, and then this can be on for that long. God, it must have been a nightmare. I think that's why it came at you so fast.
Yeah.
So nobody can
Yeah.
figure it out. Nobody can count, and there's no
Mm-hmm.
one that stands out. I think it's just you get the overwhelming sense of volume, and they
Yeah.
did that well.
Because it's a big
Yeah, good
mix
point.
of stuff coming. I went through the list they have online, and there's a shit ton. There's all these foreign projects, whether it's a TV or movie. There's all these different things, and then you've got period pieces, you've got horror, you've got like it's a great mix. And like this video barely
How
touched.
come there's still never nothing on when
surface.
you go to Netflix? Because you watched it all.
Yes.
Going through now, Netflix is like they watch you scrolling and it goes, Can we pick for you? You're like, let us pick something. Let us
we'll
just
pick
pick something
Yeah.
It
for
should
you.
just autoplay what it thinks I should like.
I've tried that, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to watch that. No,
Yeah, I know,
no.
I mean, was there a standout for you, Stephanie? Like, is there a movie that you were like, can't wait?
I mean, I'm excited for Knives Out too, but besides that, I mean, I'm curious about the Adam Project.
Yeah, that looked cool.
I think that
That
looks
looked
like
good.
I read the synopsis. I'm like, this sounds really interesting. So I'm excited about that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to pick one.
Yeah. So the synopsis.
The Russo brothers did The Gray Man. All in the Game mentioned that. I'm like,
That's a good one.
Yeah, so
That looks
I'm
good,
really
too.
excited. That looks the Russo. I'm a big fan of the Russo brothers. I think they're very talented. But the cast in that movie is insane. Ana de Armas, Jessica Henwick, Ryan
Ana de
Gosling,
Armas.
Chris Evans, Regé Jean Page. I butcher that guy's name, but the guy
Reggae
from
Jean Page.
Reggae Jean. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. I mean,
Wow.
it's insane.
Yeah.
So that looks pretty interesting. And the log line for that movie is. When CIA's most skilled mercenary, whose true identity is known to none, accidentally uncovers dark agency secrets, a psychopathic former colleague puts a bounty on his head, setting off a global manhunt by international assassins.
Cool.
So, kind of up my alley.
Yeah.
so these are all coming out on Netflix, not the movie theater.
Yeah, Netflix.
Well, so here's
I'm
the
upset.
catch. So, a lot of I think the Academy, unless because of the pandemic, is foregoing that restriction. But movies, if you want most awards, you still need to have your movie.
You got a
played
4-wallet for a couple
that's
weeks.
true.
for a couple weeks. Yeah, you have to have like a week or 2 weeks. I
It's
think,
2 weeks in a movie theater of
movie
X
theater.
amount of seats. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think some of these will probably come out on like Knives Out. I think will probably come out in theaters.
I wonder if it's
for-
going to do day and date or 2 weeks in the movie theaters. I mean, all the money's in the first 2 weeks, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I mean, to appease the movie theater owners, I think they'll have some exclusivity but it'll be a short window. Netflix doesn't mess around with that. They're pretty apt to get it to their paid, the people who are paying for it. Really, at the end of the day. I mean, was there another one, PJ, that stood out for you? You mentioned Gray Man.
No, the Gray Man I didn't know it was the Russo brothers. I'm hoping, like somebody may know, they do better than Cherry Project. I hope so too.
Yeah,
Like I'd love to see them have a hit.
yeah. I thought Slumberland looked interesting. I like Jason Momoa. Everything he does he's just so charismatic. He's like, I feel like he's the only actor nowadays that is as charismatic as The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Like everything
True,
he's
yeah.
in, he just sort of brings
That is
this.
true.
He commandeered a
Energy.
police car at a con with Carrie Fisher and Alan Tudyk.
No way.
What?
He convinced a policeman to give them a drive.
That's so cool.
That's what I mean. If you're Jason Momoa,
Wow.
That's
anything, you
fame.
can convince anybody to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and his costume in that movie is fantastic.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks
on
cool.
top of that, like it's very whimsical.
Yeah.
That's definitely something like that film in general, like Slumberland, from the couple of clips we saw, and that is something that doesn't appeal to me. I definitely
really?
won't be watching that. No, I just something that I'm just probably not into. If it gets like really good reviews and people recommend it, sure, but it's definitely something I wouldn't click on.
Listen,
Netflix.
let's be honest. We're going to watch all of them. Like, what are we kidding ourselves? Like, we're going to watch all of them. I mean, that's just, it
Sure.
is
good,
what it is.
bad, ugly. Just give it to me, and I will watch it.
Yeah,
Everything.
we'll watch it. Sure, I'll give it a try.
It's on
I
Netflix,
watched
so
something the
you
other
can
day
just
and I was
click
like,
off after.
what the
Yeah. Don't
What
worry,
did I
don't
watch?
worry, Momoa. We'll edit that part out. We'll edit Pagan out.
Hey,
You know,
I'm a big fan
luckily,
of Jason Momoa. Big fan of Aquaman. Thought you were really good.
Yes.
Okay,
a
Mr. Momoa,
giant,
sir.
giant disappointment for me. On Netflix started last night. The Wolves one,
Haven't seen
season
it yet.
2.
Wolves one.
What's it called?
I am.
Mother of the Wolves, something of the Wolves.
Ridley Scott's thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not. Is that on Netflix?
Was it on Netflix?
Raised by
Maybe
Wolves.
it's-
Raised by Wolves. Turned it off halfway through
Mm.
the first episode of season
I didn't make
2.
it through the first season, so maybe.
Yeah, super disappointed.
Interesting. I had a nice segue, but you ruined it.
Aw.
Rude. Do you want to rewind? We'll clip that bit out later.
We'll
when
clip
we're
that bit
editing.
out, and we can clip it out because today's sponsor is
We have a
Riverside.
sponsor.
We
We
got
have a
guys,
sponsor.
and thank you,
We have a
Riverside,
sponsor.
for sponsoring us. If you don't know, we're using Riverside right now. It's the leading podcast and video recording platform, and we're, like I said, we're literally, no joke, using Riverside right now to make this podcast. I know PJ likes it because
Yeah, the Zoom stuff sucked. I mean, it just the
does.
quality was no good. The format, the whole system I had never liked. And then we would look at the footage and it'd be like, oh my God, the footage from Riverside is so much better. And I'm sure it helped you, didn't it, Steph?
Oh, it helped me tons. I mean, I can easily download the audio video and it's already like frame rate matched. So it made it really easy for me to just drop it in the sequence and then edit. And then they also have this really cool editor tool that I've used a couple times. So it saved me lots of
They
hours.
frame rate match it. I didn't even know they frame rate match it. That's
It's
good.
great.
It's really cool.
It's really great.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like my camera could be like 30 frames per second, yours could be 24, and it matches everything. It sync at
And did
audio.
that
and
help when
video.
we were playing the video games?
Yeah, that's super helpful when we were doing the playthroughs. Yeah.
Video games, the Green Knight roleplay, like all of
Yeah.
that.
All
It's
that
so
stuff
much
would be-
better.
Yeah, nice.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of Riverside before. Like, we actually started using it on a podcast that I'm on, the Replayer podcast. We use Riverside. We switched from Zoom to Riverside because of the audio quality and the visual quality and the ability to have like different tracks, so everybody's video is like locally recorded. I love all that, and we find it really helpful. It also helps with guests who want to come on the podcast. And they can join on their phone and their app, which a lot of those other third-party services, they really don't offer that if you just have a phone.
That is cool.
So yeah, that it's really helpful for us on the Replayer podcast in general. But I'm super happy that they're sponsoring this now because I was already using it. So
Yeah, I know, right?
It's easier to talk about it when
Very
they're
meta.
sponsoring us.
Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, we're big fans over here, and and I mean, if you don't want to take our word for it, I mean, go look them up. They have other big names, bigger than us, like Guy Raz, if you're not familiar, who does like
Never
TED
heard of
Radio,
him.
TED
Never heard of
Radio Hour, How I Built This. Gary Vee is like one of the biggest
Who's that?
marketing.
Who's that? Never heard of him.
Nobody's.
Couch
There's
Soup though.
nobody's.
Couch Soup
Soup,
though.
though.
Come
Yeah.
on.
We're the
Big
best.
name. Huge. Huge. Look, there's so many reasons why creators like us use Riverside. They got great features. It works. It's good. And guess what, guys? You're getting $10 off. Woo! Woo, woo.
Yes.
$10 off your Riverside subscription. Use the code TRAILER. TRAILER. Riverside.com. Sign up.
Riverside.fm.
Riverside.fm. Sorry. Wow. Okay. Well, now, okay. .fm. Really?
Riverside.fm.
Anyway,
Use your code
Riverside.fm. And listen, go do it. Check it out. Click on the link. Come, use that code, and it gives us love. And they go, well, maybe we will work with CouchSoup because they are as big as Gary Vee. So yeah. So please go do it for us. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And once again, make sure go to Riverside.fm. Use the code trailer. Get $10 off your subscription. The link's in the description, so there's no excuse. Do it.
Yeah, and even if you don't do it, just click on that link a whole bunch of times. Just like keep sitting on it like 10, 20, 30 times.
Refreshing.
Just click on it.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, if anybody gives you shit, just blame me. Okay, just say it was PJ's fault. He told me
spam
to do it. He told me to do it. I'll take the blame. I'm a big guy. I got big shoulders. I'll take the blame.
And then they canceled us. We got canceled. See,
Oh,
that's how it
Oh.
works.
Upsetting. Oh, well.
Well, it was fun, guys.
Yeah, it was a
That
good
was
time
fun.
while it lasted, guys.
Yeah. And
We had a sponsor once.
then PJ opened his mouth. Back to the
Just do what I
show.
say.
Back
Just
to
do
the
what I
show.
say.
Just do what I
Yes.
say.
You know, I forgot about a movie that's
Yeah.
coming on here that I think is pretty big. I mean, I was terrified of this Disney movie as a child, but Pinocchio, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, is going to be on
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yes.
And,
Just because he's doing it, I want to watch it.
when it's stop motion, like everything
Yeah.
about it just seems really, really cool.
Guys, Pinocchio is terrifying as a Disney cartoon.
Yes.
Guillermo del
It's gonna be
Toro's
more
gonna do it?
terrifying.
Dude, it's gonna be the scariest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's stop
Yeah.
motion though. I'm not a fan of stop motion. I
Really,
don't know
I'm
what
always
it
I'm,
is.
I'm blown away because
I love it.
you know how much time it takes to do that stuff. Like it's just so.
It takes a long
incredible,
time.
the
No,
art
I know.
that goes into it.
I know. We have our good buddy whose birthday today, Seth Green. He does all that stop motion
Happy
too.
birthday,
Ah,
Seth.
happy birthday,
Yeah,
Seth
Happy birthday,
Green.
Seth.
He's such a good dude. That guy is such
He's
a good
so
dude.
good.
Actually,
Yeah,
very
he's such a
technically the
cool
8th
dude.
as well. It's also Liam's birthday today. Happy
It
birthday,
is.
Liam McIntyre.
Oh,
Happy
Today,
birthday,
it's
Liam.
today's Liam. I thought
thought
Liam's
it
was
was yesterday.
yesterday.
He's in Australia.
So he's in the past.
so technically,
Well, he had a birthday
Oh,
party
so
on the weekend. His
you're
birthday
right.
party was on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
His
I
birthday
called
party's
Seth
on the
this morning
weekend,
to
right?
wish him
It's
happy
the 8th.
birthday, and he picks the phone up and he goes, "What's wrong?"
What's
Nice.
going on? Just wanted to wish you happy birthday, man. Congratulations on getting
Yeah,
another
geez,
year
relax.
around the
Guy
sun.
That's funny. I wanted to talk. I wanted to get your thoughts because here Netflix is dropping. Like literally, we could just run through a few of the actors. Like you got Mark Wahlberg, you got Chris Evans, you got Queen Latifah, you got Jason Momoa, you got Robert Downey Jr., you got John Boyega. I mean, you could just keep going. It's just Jamie Foxx, like Oscar winners here, but there's really no big like branded title, right? Like there's no big series here. Like they don't have a Star Wars. There's no Marvel here. There's no like Jack Ryan universe. There's no like Knives Out is the only thing in here that feels like a larger property, like a larger universe. Everything here feels like a one-off. Except maybe Enola Holmes 2 is here, right? You know, which is, you know, Sherlock Holmes fans are going to be excited for that, which I am. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, even though they have all these big names, do they don't have the tent poles, right? So
There's
can
no
they
John
compete?
Hamm.
Are they
What
going to
was the one
compete?
with? What was the one with? Oh, what's her name? Blonde, beautiful.
Charlize Theron?
Yeah, what was that one? That looked like
That's
one of
the
those
School of
tent-pole
Good
things.
It's
Yeah, is that it? That
I
was
think
a
that's
book
based on a
series.
book
It's
series,
a
yeah.
YA book series.
Yeah, but it's unestablished. Do you see what I'm getting at? Like, it doesn't have an established fandom behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like, All in the Game says The Witcher is their big IP. Yeah, that's true, but it's not here. It's not a summer movie, right? It's not like a big tentpole
Witcher
thing.
2 is a little. I
I
wanted it to be
loved
so much
I
better.
was a big fan.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, because how can it compete, right? With like Disney Plus with Marvel and all of their amazing other Disney properties, and then Amazon and even Apple TV now are kind of like coming up the ranks as well. I think because they have the big names behind them, they'll stand alone.
I'm looking more forward to these movies than anything else in the
Yeah.
MCU. You know, like I'm tired of those movies, to be honest with you. I mean, no one's
Agreed.
doing anything interesting. I saw a better trailer than the one we saw for the Batman the other day, and that made me want to watch it. But I'm kind of like, there's a lot of movies here that I would watch, and I was kind of glad I didn't see robots and superheroes flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even like the Atom Project, I don't know what that's based off of, but I have like no references. But it looks fun, and I know that it's on Netflix, so I'm happy to watch it at home. And I don't know about I don't know how everybody else feels about this, but Netflix just makes me feel like I want to sit on the couch with my popcorn and I get up and go to the bathroom or get some tea or whatever it is. Whereas like those other bigger titles, like if you're gonna do Star Wars or Marvel or anything like that, I would prefer to go see them in cinema. So I feel like the context for these films is right, so that it's like coming right to my home. I like that. I think they're really good fucking quality.
The Moon Knight trailer. Oh no, I like the Moon Knight trailer.
Well,
No, I did like the Moonlight trailer. Somebody's on my Netflix account. There's somebody that did their own little profile, but as guest, like, so I don't know who they are. So if I turn them off, I'm really a dick because I was probably drunk and gave them my password and said, "Hey man, use my Netflix. I don't
guest
care."
is just a
Wait,
default.
are you serious?
Yeah,
Somebody's actually a
Yeah,
guest
there's
on
somebody using my Netflix because you can see previously watching. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that. So somebody's got my
no.
Netflix password and they're using it, and I have to. So they bump me up to the most expensive version of it too because it's another device. So
Oh,
I'm kind of
wow.
like, I'm afraid to turn it off
Yeah,
because it
what
might
if
be
it's
somebody I know, right? Like, what if it's a friend? Like, oh, that fucking PJ man, he told me I could have his password. Now he just cut me off. What did I do to PJ?
I didn't
Why'd you
want to
cut me
break it
off,
to you
man?
here, but it's me.
I knew
Oh,
it.
is it
I
you?
knew it.
Is it you? I think it's, I think it's Frank. I think it's Frank. I
Yeah.
think it is.
That would be so funny. I love that you're
I
just
like
too
how-
polite. Like you're like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, shut up.
sorry.
Sorry.
So I'm paying for somebody's Netflix. You're welcome.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I think a lot of people are paying for other people's Netflix. Yeah, you know, I it's sort of, there's two sides of it. I'm kind of like, I'm excited because I think a lot of people are seeing this as like, wow, is this a resurgence of, and PJ, you even mentioned this, is this a resurgence of more like independent stories? Like, are people getting a chance to tell their unique story on a platform that otherwise it wouldn't have made it to become a movie because it's not a giant blockbuster like a superhero movie or like a big sci-fi epic like Dune or something, right? Like, this is a chance to like get these smaller, maybe more intimate stories, but that are still really good.
Well, I think we're swinging back that way. I think we're swinging back again. You know what I mean? We've been out of the movie theater for 2 years now. People watched a lot of television where they were watching serialized content. You know, when you go through that, you know, binge watch that weekly stuff, it's all about the stories, a lot of talking heads. And I think people are open now to having more of those story-driven, character-driven pieces as opposed to sitting in a movie theater and watching people blow stuff up. We were watching something the other night and we were like, because we have the big TV upstairs and then we have the small TV downstairs, and we were like, can't watch this on this TV. We gotta be in a movie theater, we gotta go upstairs. So I think people are used to the more intimate, they want the more intimate thing now. So you'll probably see some good movies this year.
Yeah,
I think, yeah. Honestly, Netflix's content is the one, like, out of all the streaming services that I have access to, it's the only one that really excites me. When I go on Disney Plus,
I know
like,
all those
yeah, there's,
Hallmark
like, a
Christmas
few
movies.
things.
Come on.
That's PJ's jam.
It is. Yeah, you've got the Lindsay Lohan one to watch now.
I know.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so good.
Bookmarked.
But,
checked, plus whatever.
Yeah, wish listed. Yeah,
I'm going
Rain
through
Man
this
is a
list.
$200 million budget.
yeah.
My God.
Wow.
Wow.
For a Netflix
That's-
film. That's interesting.
And it's going to go
Wow.
straight to Netflix. It's not going to go in
Yeah.
the movie theater first.
I
I mean,
love
we
it.
don't know. We don't know. There could be a window where some of these.
Well,
get-
how many subscribers does Netflix have now?
Probably a fuck ton.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot.
I think it's like
Too many to
200
count.
million plus.
So 200 million making $20 a month.
Yeah, I mean, obviously
Like
that's
what is
global.
that?
That's
Four-
globally.
$4 billion a month. They can spend some money.
Yeah, they can. They definitely have some. They can definitely spend some money. I
little
mean, I
room.
think the next biggest competitor is Disney, and I think they're in like the 60 to 80 mil. So million subs. So I mean, Netflix is the whale, here.
Dominant,
So like everyone's trying to catch up to what.
No
Netflix
one
is
knows.
doing.
I remember having a discussion with Lionsgate, and they were literally like, "We don't know how to make money on movies unless it's a big tent pole. We don't know how to make money on them right now."
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's interesting. Gosh, but I mean, here's the thing. It's sort of like you have these unique stories, but then they're still spending the money, right? Because you have these big stars. There's no way like Ana de Armas is like being like, yeah, I'll do your movie for nothing. I mean, or Chris Evans. I mean, these
Yeah.
guys are getting paid, right? Like they're getting
Yeah.
paid big money.
Yeah.
Some of these
They're
movies are
not
gonna have
getting.
really
They're not
big
getting straight to
budgets.
Netflix salaries anymore.
salaries
No.
You know
anymore.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Netflix has realized like, hey, we have to bring in the talent, because I mean, we are. I mean, this is the streaming wars. Like, it's sort of like this is Netflix's like trailer of like, hey, you can't compete. We literally can get anybody
have
we want, to
everybody.
be on our.
Yeah.
We have everyone, and it's pretty cool. Now the trick is here that I don't think a lot of people realize is none of these actors though are exclusive, right? Now there have been some deals like Shonda Rhimes has made exclusive agreement to make Netflix only content or her universe on Netflix. So she's like a showrunner creator. But stars like Jamie Foxx could be in a Netflix movie one week and then next week he's on a Apple TV show and then the next week he's doing a Hulu Plus show.
Yeah.
or
Well, they're
whatever.
just new
Yeah.
studios now. That's all they are.
Yeah,
It's just-
exactly.
they're just studios now
Yeah, so I don't know.
with
so
their
all
own
this-
platform to distribute.
Yeah. So does the
That's-
star dropping matter? I mean, it kind of does, but that's why I go back to the IPs, like the tentpoles. Like, I will never drop Disney Plus because I have a kid that so Mickey Mouse is streaming nonstop in the house, and B, I love Star Wars and Marvel, so
Yeah.
that's like
But
a must.
stars always drive.
Same.
Stars always drive the dollars.
Yeah.
That's why they have the power.
Yeah.
You'll
Maybe.
watch a movie full of stars before you'll watch a movie full of nobodies.
Well, and
Especially
I-
on Netflix, if you're flicking, like if you're just going through movies and movies, you're like, oh, I like Chris Evans, I'm gonna watch that, or I like Ryan Reynolds,
Yeah.
he's fun, let me watch Adam Project, like
Yeah.
like
My
Definitely.
11-year-old came up to me in the dinner the other day. He goes, "Dad, if you ever meet Chris Evans, I need to be there." You're 11. What the fuck? I'm
I
scared.
can
now.
relate.
I can relate.
PJ.
I met him once. I met him once. He, yeah, I was just like, really? Okay, cool.
Over
noted.
Ryan Gosling, I think maybe she hasn't seen The Notebook yet.
All of them. Oh,
true.
true.
Oh, it's
Now I wanna go
Valentine's Day
watch
coming
that
up, so we're
movie
gonna
again.
do some like romantic movies in the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
his wife
those
is
romantic
totally into
movies
those
like
romantic movies.
Blade and
Drew's not very
Saw.
romantic, so she has to go to television. Drew's about as romantic as a wet mat.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
listen, if
she
you know how
lives
to use that wet
vicariously
mat,
through
then-
Hallmark.
Using the wet mat, you just put it out to dry.
Exactly.
That's where I go, to the patio.
to the patio.
Drew's like the type of person, like, she snuggles over at nighttime. She goes, "I love you." Drew goes, "Fuck off."
Yeah. I'm like,
You're
you're in the
too
way of the
warm.
show.
Stop
You're in the way
touching
of the
me.
show. Yeah. This is the good part. Move over. Yeah, that's totally me.
Cuddling in, it's like really nice. It's like, you don't mind if I watch a little bit of TV, do you? No, not at all. And it's like fucking Star Wars or something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, Empire Strikes Back, go.
You watched this last night.
think-
It's a great film.
Matt
so
goes, "When
good.
I get out of the pool, I am a wet mat, and I'm plenty fun." Matthew, have you been waiting?
Thank
How
you,
many
Matthew.
years have you been waiting to put that other? I mean, like seriously, we teed that up for you.
Did
Like
tee
it
that
was
up for
like
Matt.
that. Like how often do you get to say that? Like once in a lifetime. Done. You're out. Check that off the box.
Right, nailed it. Matthew
Yep.
Snyder coming in with the zinger.
Nice.
Shonda, Ryan Murphy, and Benioff and Weiss are exclusive to Netflix.
Ryan
says all in the
Murphy.
game.
That's interesting though. The
I
Shonda
love
like
Ryan Murphy.
really? Isn't that
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah, but so her past works can stay with
Okay.
those networks, but anything new she makes is
Bridgerton.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
Bridgerton.
Okay, so that's all going to be now
which
Netflix
is a
exclusive.
mega hit.
I didn't watch it. Not my
Save
cup of
yourself.
tea.
Save
Oh.
yourself, PJ.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty good. I
love it.
Marisa got lost in Outlander.
That's
It got-
awesome.
it-
Oh,
yeah.
Outlander's great.
There's a new season though, isn't there now? Or something, or
coming
one
soon.
coming out? Yeah.
It's coming soon.
Yep.
I don't know when it's coming to Netflix, but
I'll be honest with you though, COVID has I'm a little TV'd out. It's like, oh god, don't turn that thing on again. It's just too much.
That's where
Yeah,
video games come in
yeah.
handy.
Yeah.
It's the problem with when you have a family. There's not good video games to play as a family. There used to be. I mean, we go back to the old Halo 1 because we can all play together. All the good driving games, everything has got to be online. You got to play people on other accounts and stuff. And it ruined the friends getting together playing and the families playing. There's just no good selections anymore. There's nothing more thrilling than hunting down your teenage daughter and shooting her in the back of the head with a pistol on one of those Halo maps. You just get all that aggression out.
Maybe
you took that cookie from the cookie jar.
therapy. I got a guy I'm gonna have call.
Help.
You call.
That's been weird.
Yeah. I think that's a cry.
Yeah,
for
so we
help.
don't get to play. We don't get to play as many games anymore, and not because of that. Not because of that.
Because you're a score loser. Okay. Yeah, I broke 3 windows when I threw the controller.
It got
Out of your
real
window.
dark, Maria.
Got
Yeah.
real dark,
Yes,
real
real
Yeah,
dark.
and then one game you can never play as a family is that cooking game.
Oh,
Where you-
Overcooked.
Oh, I've never played that.
oh,
I need to play that.
Oh.
Oh my
Just
god!
like,
Please
people will
don't
die.
play it with anybody you want to remain in a relationship with.
Overcooked is like so.
Overcooked. That's it.
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
it will like destroy family relationships. But for us, like in our childhood, that was Pictionary. Like you just don't play
Pictionary.
Pictionary with anybody that you would like to continue having a nice relationship with. 'Cause
Pictionary,
yeah,
really?
Pictionary. Yeah, we would just. Oh god, yeah, we got very competitive. Pencils were thrown and broken, and then just like people
Pencils
stormed
were
up.
broken.
Yeah, pencils were broken.
Pencils
People
were broken.
It's a fucking sheep, and then
Really
like,
a rough roadhouse there. Pencils,
How do
huh?
you not know?
real. Yeah, you got real over Pictionary, guys. so.
Real roughhousing
my
going
gosh.
on there. Not the pencil.
Yeah, I
No,
used to
not
have like
the-
6 siblings.
Used to.
I only have
Used
one
to.
now.
Oh wow.
Who uses pencils? I always go pen.
For
that way you can-
Pictionary, you would. I mean, the pen would
Yeah,
be too
pencils
hard.
are
Yeah,
needed.
no. It comes with
Because then you're
pencils.
scribbling it out.
It comes with
and
4
Yeah.
pencils, and that's basically putting weapons in a box. Pictionary. All right.
That's
Just
true.
calling you
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
I would
well,
never call
did we get-
that one.
You're over the age of 4, so
Yeah. Well,
you should be an adult.
yeah. You're adult enough to take a pencil through the kneecap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That'll show you.
Well, that was a good trailer. I thought as a trailer it did well job, but
Yeah.
did a good job, and I loved the way that the logistics of having those people in the movie doing that.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think they should do more of this for other companies. Like I think this should be
Yeah.
a norm. Like
think
just
so?
to hype you up for the new year. Just be like, hey, this is what we're bringing. Just a few things. Like, because for me, I mean, like, holy shit! Like I can't wait till March. I can't wait till May. Like it's all these
But
new
that
things.
technique is you're going to see someone do it again, and you're going to be like, oh, they did that in the Netflix thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like. Again, like I'm not 1,000% on board with the whole like you join us for what. I'm not a big fan of the fourth wall break thing, but it worked well for what they did. If another company did it, I would just be like, huh, lame.
So maybe
and
they
then
don't have to do the
click off.
fourth wall, but maybe it's just kind of like a compilation. I don't know.
Yeah, the compilation thing is cool. I understand it. I like the hype. I like the clips where they're not talking to camera. The only like real bit that I did enjoy was the I think it's called Me Time with Mark Wahlberg and
Oh yeah.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
And he's like, actually, it does stop because I have stuff to do in the morning, so I enjoyed that. Like, I enjoyed that because that was fun. But the rest of it, I was kind of like, this is weird.
Wait, Netflix
really?
wasn't the first to do it.
Yeah.
Emmanuel is saying Disney's been doing it with the D23 Expo. So Netflix copied somebody.
Well, they've been doing the like montage. So just to give everybody context, like
similar.
a lot of studios will hype their upcoming shows and or movies. So there's this conference called the Upfronts where before streaming, the studios would go and be like, here's our lineup coming up for like the summer or the fall. So they do it per quarter. There's 4 upfronts a year, and so this is where they present their lineup to advertisers, and advertisers are like, so media companies, and the media companies are like, oh, that looks great, I want to buy a lot of ads on that rotation, or this summer or this fall on that network, because they're bringing some big stuff, right? So this is not new. This type of promotion isn't new for studios, but the way I think Netflix has handled this is on a different scale, in the sense that like not only the star lineup, but the fourth wall breaking, and then just the scale of films that are coming. Like, is literally they're promoting a movie a week for an entire year, a new movie every week.
That's amazing.
For I mean, that is insane. Like, we are in like I can't even understand like what the logistics of that is. Like, can you like? There's not a studio ever that has come up with that many
To have
films
something roll out a week.
every week. I mean, that is insane. Like, I don't even know, how do you keep that up as a scale?
No.
I don't know. So it's
We need to get Netflix
massive.
as an advertising client.
Yeah.
or just pitch them a shitload of movies.
Yeah.
It seems
You
like
know,
they
I
need
do
them.
have some.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but they're putting them out once a week. But the people involved, it's 5 years of their lives. It's not like it's not.
I know.
They're continually like doing it. Like, their scheduling probably just never even stopped with COVID. They were probably like, just everybody stay fucking distance and we'll make a film of
I think
nothing.
they ramped up. Can you imagine that library, the value of that library 10, 20 years?
Yeah, Jesus.
My God.
Olin Games has said, like, Pagan, what about Fleabag? Because there's a lot of fourth wall breaking. I do want to just clarify.
Oh yeah.
I'm not against fourth wall breaking. I just don't
you
really
are.
like it in an advert. Like, I don't really
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
what you said. You said you
Cancel
don't like fourth wall
culture.
breaking.
Cancel Pagan.
Don't
No,
rewind.
no.
what you
Doesn't like
said.
the
I like
fourth wall.
I like the Martin Scorsese.
That apology
Ferris
felt a
Bueller.
little hollow. That was a hollow apology.
Don't walk back. You
Yeah,
gotta
fuck
stay
y'all.
on the line.
No, I'm a fan of it. It's just I don't like it in
now
the
you're
trailer.
a fan. I see.
Oh,
So you're a
really?
fan, but not a fan. Got it.
I think you're appropriating that from someone.
Honestly, don't come on CouchSoup if you don't expect to get shit on. Like,
We shit. Oh, we're
Oh,
like
yeah.
mushrooms. People just keep us in a
jokes
corner
on
and
you,
shit
I like
on
it.
us.
No, wait, what?
Joke's on you. I really like this trailer.
Yes.
No, yeah.
All right,
yeah, interesting.
let's
I
put
like
this puppy to bed.
Oh, okay.
12:45.
Yeah.
Drew, you got to get your ass over here.
Okay,
We're babysitting.
Wow.
Bobby's sitting around
What
over
outfit do you
here.
want me to wear this time, PJ?
Bring
I
the
want you to
leather.
come in them,
What do you-
come in them little shorts where them straps just come over your nipples, just barely. Just bring that one again. I love that one.
Okay.
I
Bring the
love that
leather,
one.
Bring the oil.
And don't shave your back. I want to stroke the hair. Okay.
Oh,
Definitely
man.
shave.
Just
That
got,
is
Shave.
gonna chafe
just
your back
got
something.
real weird on Trailer Talk.
Isn't it always?
And we'll see you next week, everybody. Don't forget to follow us. Click like, click subscribe, do all the things. We're also a podcast.
Go hit
so
that link.
Go listen to us
Riverside
on your
FM.
drive home, on your commutes, Apple, if you're still doing Spotify, or if you canceled because of Joe Rogan, whichever.
Don't forget to subscribe and
Do
like
the
this
thing.
video. Please like this video.
Yes.
It's from
That's-
a mother.
That's PJ, the dirty one. That's Stephanie. That's Pagan. I'm Drew. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye. Bye bye.